So if you're Anunnaki in human form and you're here to help, I guess that's great. And if you're like reptilian in human form and you're here to help, I don't know. I'm not too sure about all that. Like the Greys apparently have cloned themselves out of out of souldom, and like that's what like you just tell us they saved the race. No, they if they clone themselves, then they don't have then their body's without souls. So not that the Greys are I was like they ever could have been trusted. So I don't know. I don't mean no offense. It's just you understand. I don't know how y'all roll, and a person just does what they do, and they kind of think others think similarly. It's like I'm the, So I try to tell my soul a while back, like hey, I'm a indigenous woman now, and I mean like additionally, if I wasn't before, like now, I was because I didn't know, and it's like it means I'm corporate, So and then I was like I was like well I kind of like so I'm kind of like the most vulnerable in any given context. And the attorney. I'm like the most vulnerable in any given context, and the attorney for the most vulnerable in any given context. I mean that's the perspective. And when I'm saying this, it's like everyone talked about this mental ditchamality and shit. And that's why I keep using the term. Put that shit in slow motion. Here we go again. Oh God, I gotta cut my car off. God, no, there goes that light. And it's about to ice. You see what I'm saying? Like that's why you like it. Well, what's that in the 3D? Like no one ever talks about. Well, why don't let's talk about that in daily life. Like, so that's all I mean by that. You're all multidimensional and astral travel and all that. Well, I'm not claiming anything, but like, hey, simple perspectives. Like, yes, be the most vulnerable in any given context, and the attorney for the most vulnerable. So, as a kind of an attorney, don't give a fuck. Oh, the attorney quickly like he wasn't exactly accurate in his claim to defend his client. He don't really he don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like he's defending his their client, and you don't want to slander, you don't want to slander, but like what I'm saying, like that's the perspective is defend the client, and it's like if I was 100% accurate assessment, or there's some I'm sorry, but like the gist of it is defend. It's like when someone's like when what's happened to the natives, the indigenous here, when you realize the unimaginable extremity of it, like especially the boarding schools, like, and even in my mind, I imagine the child on the table in Canada tied down is always the boy. I mean, I don't know why. I guess because the mind can't even conceive of it being a girl. Can you imagine a girl being strapped, a girl child being strapped to a table, completely conscious, no sedative, and pulling her bones out? Can you even conceive of such insanity? Do you understand? So from that perspective, what do I care? Anything when I finally identified, I mean, someone was given to me the origin of the colonization consciousness, and it's like now someone wants to I don't like. Okay, there's good Anunnaki. I mean, what does good Anunnaki have to do with or 1 in 3 Anunnaki women or whatever? I don't even know that. What is the natural Anunnaki form? So. And it's not like, from, that's the thing. It breathes the same kind of air. That's what's out there is earth, water, soil, water, and breathable air. Like all this alien shit, we all breathe the same shit. I mean, that's earth extends way past this domed area. That's what's fascinating. That's the real universe. Water, earth, that's the real universe. So there we go with that. So like, so I don't mean, but the thing is, 1 in 3 indigenous, 1 in 3 Anunnaki, raped. So I don't care what an Anunnaki, what does that do? I mean, I've made it clear, like, we're going to listen to the natives, and that's my focus. And every once in a while, I got to incorporate a new follower like this white man warned us about, quantum computing and the soul trapping capabilities. And it's like, well, damn, I got to incorporate that because the natives need to know that. It's like, and what I'm talking about, y'all don't want the technology from any race or any other, like, you don't want white, you don't need their technology. Water is technology. Y'all know technology, nature, true organic technology. That's technology. All this other shit is not. And that's what my problem with the Anunnaki is. Like, they don't sound like, they're not very spiritual per se. They're not operating from the heart, from what I've seen, what I've heard. So it's skewed a little bit maybe. But the deal is, you get the bottom line of it. It's like, y'all don't need. It's the thing is like, well, I've been saying you might need some information from, like, I've noticed, like, from white people. Yeah, I'll need some information to incorporate from white people and black people and, and other people I've noticed, like, like that, much more, you don't need their per se technology whatsoever. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't think the natives need the Anunnaki. That's what I'm trying to say. Why were they invited? That's what I'm trying to say. If you came in through, if you invade, like if you crashed through someone's roof and like, hey, I ran out of gold where I am at. You got any? Get what I'm saying? And it's not the plants, and stitching. That's remember the girl that woman that Ike interviewed. Stitching was a reptilian. She saw him safety, and that's when you're like, oh, and you get that story. That's why the Anunnaki stories about the planet and there are no planets, and that's what, do you get what I'm saying? That's why like, what's her name? I watched Dolores Cannon, not just like talking about them phase shifting into this realm, and like just would not reveal, just in her pause and not going to say the firmament. It's like she has that same, like she's one of them. I'm claiming because she has that same, that same vibe, whatever. You get what I'm saying? It's like there's a sameness to it that you cannot ignore. So that's all. We are the land as well, my soul told me. Everything's a state of water, my soul told me. Everything's a state of water, and we are the land as well. I have to speak from where I'm at. That's all I can do. If it steps on toes, there's nothing I can do about it.